People like to joke about tough old ladies, crochet needles, strong coffee, sharp tongue. Let me tell you something, I haven't crocheted since '93, but I've made 6 grown men throw up by 7 a.m. before breakfast. And that was last Tuesday. I'm 76 years old, 2 artificial joints, 1 metal plate in my spine, and a heartbeat that doesn't give a damn about retirement. And I still train Tier 1 operatives for a living. Not yoga, not breathing exercises, combat prep, close quarters endurance, breakpoint control. In short, I teach killers how not to fall apart before the job is done. Most of them show up cocky, tattooed, shredded, jaw clenched like they're trying to crush a bullet with their teeth. By noon on day 1, they're limping. By day 3, half of them. And by the end of week 1, the ones left standing are the ones who figured out the truth. I don't train muscle, I train nerves. Because out there, in the real field, it's not your trigger finger that fails first. It's what happens when your brain stops obeying orders. The training compound isn't big, remote enough that no one stumbles onto it. High fences, low profile, 2 barracks, a gym with reinforced flooring, and what they call the box. No one wants to go in the box, no one talks about what happens in it, but when your name goes up on the board, you go in, and you come out different. I designed it. Not for torture, not for fear, for clarity. I wasn't always like this. Back in the 80s, I was part of a unit that didn't officially exist. Rapid response, no insignias, no names. We did the kind of work that doesn't get medals, just silence and long nights. I learned a lot back then. What pain does after the 3rd hour, what isolation does after the 3rd day, and what the mind does when it realizes no one is coming. So when I came back, I built something out of that knowledge, something useful. The government wanted it, they still do. Every month they send fresh recruits, high potential candidates, to hone their edge. And I show them what they're really made of. Most think it's just about physical drills. Push-ups, weighted runs, blindfolded takedowns, fine. But what breaks them is the stillness. The hour I make them stand in a 6x6 steel room, no sound, no light, with one rule: stay where you are. You'd be amazed how quickly the brain starts inventing reasons to move. One kid, 26, Navy background, best reflexes I've ever seen, started humming to himself. By minute 23, he was weeping, not from pain, from the memory of something that hadn't happened yet. He said afterward, "I saw her die. I don't even know who she is." That's the box for you. It opens a part of your brain you didn't know was locked and forces you to look inside. But not all breaks are clean. Last year, they sent a man who was different, too calm, too polite. I watched him during drills. Perfect posture, efficient movement, no wasted energy. But his eyes didn't scan, they listened. I assigned him night rotation in the box, alone. No stimuli, just him in the dark. He lasted 6 hours. That's a record. When we opened the door, he wasn't afraid. He was smiling. He looked at me and said, "Thanks." He showed me the rest of the list. I asked, "What list?" He just walked away. That night, we found symbols etched into the inside walls of the box. Deep, clean, like they weren't scratched by human hands. None of our interpreters could translate them. One said it resembled ancient tactical script. Another said it wasn't a language at all, just a reminder. Since then, I've locked the box. And I've noticed something. Some of the new recruits show up, already afraid, like they've heard something, like they know. There's a rumor among the younger guys that I'm not just training them for combat, but for something that's coming. I don't deny it, because some nights I wake up before the alarm, and I can feel the compound breathing. Not metaphorically. I mean, I hear something in the pipes, in the walls, like pressure building up in the seams of reality. And when I check the training logs, I find names I didn't, but they're signed with my ID and sometimes my handwriting. So maybe it's true. Maybe I'm not just training them. Maybe I'm preparing them for something they won't be able to shoot or outrun or forget. I drink my coffee black, no sugar, no milk, not because I like it, but because it teaches the body not to flinch from bitterness. That's the key to what I do. I don't care how fast they are or how loud they shout. I want to see how they hold still, how they breathe when the lights go out, how long it takes before the first lie comes out of their mouth. Because out there in the silence, the only thing you can't lie to is yourself. And some of them, they meet something out there that answers back, not in words, in choice. I'll keep doing this as long as my knees let me, not because I need the job, because I know the job needs me. They'll come softer and prettier, with more tech and less guts. But I'll still be here, waiting at the gate, and they'll look at me, wrinkled, stiff, running on adrenaline and spite, and think, she's harmless, until they realize, I'm the one who decides who goes in the box and who comes out whole. Thank you for listening. If this story made your spine tighten, subscribe. Leave a point in the comments. Tomorrow, I'll tell you about the retired deep-sea diver who found a second lighthouse under the ocean floor and the door that only opens when you stop breathing. Until then, train quiet, move honest, and if someone tells you just stand still, ask yourself, who's watching?